Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we'll have a special presentation using Strat-O-Matic Baseball PC. The 1941 American League All-Stars take on the 1980 American League All-Stars in a game for the ages. As we travel to Los Angeles and Dodger Stadium, so let's play ball. The American Leaguers of 1941 are led by the Yankee Clipper Joe DiMaggio and the splendid splinter of the Boston Red Sox, Ted Williams, while the 1980 American League All-Stars are led by George Brett, Rod Carew, Reggie Jackson, and many, many more. I will be managing the 1941 All-Stars. We will also have on the slate the 1941 National League All-Stars taking on the 1980 National League All-Stars at a later date. All right, let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. If you have not checked out Elin's Fictional Sports League, he had a marvelous basketball game between the Cavaliers and Raptors for his Eastern Conference Championship. I was there. It was absolutely marvelous. Sports Time Machine was there. Tribes Fan. We all had a wonderful time. So check that out. Give a like, give a sub, and give a share to all those wonderful channels in the FOC. To the starting lineups we go to Los Angeles. On the mound, as the designated home team, the 1980 American League All-Star team, is Steve Stone. He was 25-7 for the Baltimore Orioles with a 3.23 earned run average. Gave up 22 gopher balls, struck out 149, walked 101 in 251 innings pitched. Behind the plate, Lance Parrish, a 3 defender with an E3-2 arm. Rod Carew's at first, a 2 defender with an E9. Paul Molitor is at second, a 2 defender with an E29. His partner in crime from the Brewers, Robin Yount, at short, 2 defender E34. George Brett at third. He'll be handling the hot corner. He's a 2 defender E25. In left field, from the Oakland A's, Ricky Henderson, 2 defender E7 with a neutral arm at 0. In center field from the Boston Red Sox, Freddie Lynn, 1 defender E3-2 arm, and Reggie Jackson of the New York Yankees in right. He is a 4 defender E13-2 arm. The starting lineup for the 1941 American League All-Stars. Leading off, playing third base from the Washington Senators, Cecil Travis, 359, 7 homers, 101 runners knocked in. Batting second from the Boston Red Sox, Bobby Doerr, 282, 16 homers, 93 ribbies. Batting third, playing left field, the splendid splinter from the Boston Red Sox, Ted Williams, 406, 37 home runs, 120 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, the Yankee Clipper from the New York Yankees, Joe DiMaggio, 357, 30 home runs, 125 RBI. Batting fifth, playing right field from the Cleveland Indians, Jeff Heath, 340, 24 home runs, 123 runners knocked in. Batting sixth, playing first base from the Boston Red Sox, Jimmy Fox, 300, 19 homers, 105 runners knocked in. Batting seventh, the designated hitter from the New York Yankees, Charlie Keller, 298, 33 home runs, 122 runners knocked in. Batting eighth, playing shortstop from the Cleveland Indians, Lou Boudreau. 257, 10 homers, 56 ribbies. And batting ninth, doing the catching for the American Leaguers of 1941, from the New York Yankees, Bill Dickey. 284, 7 home runs, and 71 ribbies. So Cecil Travis is at the plate, left-handed batter, to face the right-handed throwing Steve Stone. Stone's ready to work, and this epic ball game is on its way. Here's the pitch from Stone to Cecil Travis. 5-8 for Travis. That's a 5-8 delivered from Stone to Travis. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. So Stone starts the game off in tremendous fashion, striking out Cecil Travis. Here comes Bobby Doerr of the Boston Red Sox. Right-handed batting second baseman. 1 out, no one on. Parrish sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. 5-10 to Bobby Doerr. 5-10 to Mr. Doerr. Doerr lifts that ball the other way to right field. Reggie Jackson coming in, and he makes the catch. 2 away. The straw that stirs the drink makes the catch. 2 down. Here comes a splendid splinter. Ted Williams on deck. The Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. Williams of the Boston Red Sox, left-handed batter. Last man to bat over 400. Stone readies himself to face such a legend. Here's the pitch to Teddy Ballgame. 6-8 to Williams. 6-8 from Stone to Williams. Hard hit ball to Molitor at second. He throws to Carew, and the side is retired. Steve Stone sends the 41 American League All-Stars down 1-2-3. And now for the defensive lineman for the American League All-Stars. On the mound is Thornton Lee. 22-11 with a 2.37 earned run average. 1 save. He gave up 15 homers, struck out 130, walked 92 in 300 innings pitched. His battery mate behind the plate, Bill Dickey of the Yankees. Defensively, he's a 1, E2 -4. Fox of the Red Sox is at first, 4, E13. Bobby Doerr, another Boston Red Sox, at second, 1, E24. Lou Boudreau of the Cleveland Indians at short, 1, E28. And Cecil Travis of the Washington Senators at third, 2, E18. Ted Williams is in left, 3, E13 -1 arm. Joe DiMaggio in center, 1, E10 -4 arm. And Heath is in right, 4, E16 with a neutral arm of 0. Now for the American League lineup for the 1980 team. Leading off, playing left field, is Rickey Henderson. 303, 9 homers, 53 ribbies. He stole 100 bases. Batting second at first base, Rod Carew. 331, 3 homers, 59 ribbies. Batting third, the designated hitter from the Boston Red Sox, Jim Rice. 294, 24 home runs, and 86 runners driven in. Batting fourth, from the Kansas City Royals, the third baseman, George Brett. 390, 24 home runs, 118 RBI. Batting fifth, doing the catching from the Detroit Tigers, Lance Parrish. 286, 24 homers, 82 runners knocked in. Batting sixth from the New York Yankees, the right fielder Reginald Martinez Jackson. 300, 41 homers, 111 runners knocked in. Batting seventh, playing second base from the Milwaukee Brewers, Paul Molitor. 304, 9 homers, 37 ribbies. Batting eighth, playing center field from the Boston Red Sox, Freddie Lynn. 301, 12 homers, 61 runners knocked in. And batting ninth, the shortstop from the Milwaukee Brewers, Robin Yount. 293, 23 home runs, 87 runners knocked in. So Rickey Henderson at the plate, right-handed batter. He awaits the offering from Thornton Lee, the lefty. Dickey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Rickey. 3-5 to Henderson. 3-5 to Rickey Henderson. And Henderson will single into left in between Travis and Boudreau. So Henderson, a base stealing threat, 60% chance of stealing second. Fox is holding him on. Rod Carew comes to the plate, left-handed batting first baseman. They throw over, and Henderson just dives back in time. He was leaning. Captain Carl's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? He says, Al, Bill Dickey and Jimmy Fox are nearing the end of their Hall of Fame careers at this point. This was the final season that Double X batted 300. You are correct. And I'm going to resend you the link for the Discord. I saw your email, so I'll resend it, my friend. So here's Rod Carew. Henderson's at first. Here's the pitch. He's going to put a bunt down. Corner's playing in. Travis fields it. His only plays the Fox at first. Good job by Carew. Henderson's in scoring position with one out. And here comes Jim Ed Rice of the Boston Red Sox. 24 home runs in 1980. Looking to tee it high and let it fly. Thornton Lee kicks and deals to Rice. 6-5 to Jim Rice. 6-5 to Rice from Lee. And that's a 1. On the split, Jim Rice crushes that ball center field. DiMaggio racing back at the wall. He looks up and it is gone. Jim Rice, as he belts one out to center. The 80 American League All-Stars have a 2-0 lead. Thornton Lee challenged him with a fastball, and Rice gave it a ride, folks. Boom goes the ball, and Jimmy Rice touched them all. Greeted at the plate by Rickey Henderson and George Brett. So with one out, it's a 2-0 lead. Base is empty. George Brett steps to the plate. Lee needs to settle down here. Dickey has a quick word with Lee. Back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Brett. 2-8 to George Brett. 2-8. One out, no one on. 2-0 1980 American Leaguers. That ball's hit right back to Lee. Knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Fox. 2 away. Now bring up Lance Parrish, the catcher from the Detroit Tigers. Parrish, 24 homers in 1980. Dickey wiggles the fingers. Lee kicks and deals to Parrish. 2-6 to Lance Parrish. 2-6 to Parrish. 15 on the split. Hard hit ball. Played by Fox. He flips to Lee covering the bag, and the side is retired. But the 1980 American League All-Stars get out on top with a 2-run homer by Jim Rice of the Boston Red Sox. Due up for the 1941 All-Stars, the Yankee Clipper Joe DiMaggio, followed by Heath and Fox. Elin Olaf's in the chat. Check out his wonderful channel, Elin's Fictional Sports League. So here's Joltin' Joe DiMaggio, the man who has the hit streak record, trying to start things off against Steve Stone. American Leaguers of 80 have a 2-0 lead. Stone nods his head. Parrish sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. 4-3. Off the Steve Stone card. 4-3. And a 4. This ball will be hit towards Rod Carew. And a 12. Let's see if Carew will make the play. There's the ball. Carew ranges to his left. He dives from his knees. He throws to first. Stone steps on it. 1 down. They just nipped the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. So with one out, here comes Jeff Heath. Batted .340 in 1941. He awaits the Steve Stone offering. Pitch homeward bound to Jeff Heath. 112, a 112 to Heath. 112. Ground ball, second base. Molitor has it, throws to Carew. 2 away. Base is empty for the Boston Red Sox first baseman Jimmy Fox. As Captain Carl said in the chat, coming to an end of an illustrious Hall of Fame career. Stone nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Jimmy Fox, double X. 6-11. 6-11 off the Stone card. 6-11. That ball is going to be hit to Yount. He has it. Throws to Carew. Side is retired. Bottom of the second, 2-0. The 1980 American League All-Stars over the 41 All-Stars of the American League. Due up. Jackson, Molitor, and Lynn to face Thornton Lee. Reginald Martinez Jackson, 41 homers in 1980. Thornton Lee gets the sign from Dickey. Here's the pitch to Reggie Jackson. 5-7 to Jackson. 5-7 to Reginald Martinez Jackson. 19 on the split. And Jackson smashes a single to center. DiMaggio fields it, throws it back in towards the infield, so Jackson's on. Fox will hold him on. Actually, it doesn't look like we're holding him on. Let's hold him on. There we go. We're holding him on. Corners are playing in. Will Molitor bunt? He's an A bunter. He could bunt. No, he's swinging away. The pitch to Molitor. Jackson at first. No outs. 2-11. 2-11 to Molitor. That ball's hit to Fox. He'll take it to the bag himself. One down, advancing. To second is Jackson. Fox thought about trying to turn two, but took the sure out at first. Here comes Freddie Lynn of the Boston Red Sox. 301 with 12 homers. Left-handed batter. One out. Jackson at second. 2-0, 1980. All-Stars of the American League over the 41 All-Stars of the American League. Lynn awaits the Thornton Lee offering. Pitch homeward bound. 4-5. 4-5 off the Lee card. 4-5. Lynn rips it. A leaping catch by Fox at first, robbing a double down the line here at Dodger Stadium. Jackson dives back into second. Fox thought about throwing to Boudreau, who was moving towards the bag, but ate the ball. So 2 outs. Jackson will be off on contact, a few extra steps, and here comes Robin Yount, the number 9 batter, shortstop from the Brewers, looking to give the 1980s team a 3-0 lead. Dickey goes through the signs. Thornton Lee nods his head. He rocks and fires to Robin Yount. 4-5 to Robin Yount. 4-5 to Yount. Ground ball hit to Travis. He throws to Fox. The side is retired. Jackson stranded at second. We go to the top of the third. 2-0, 1980 over the 41 American League All-Stars. Due up for the 41 team, Keller, Boudreau, and Dickey. Charlie Keller, 298, 33 homers. From the New York Yankees, designated hitter. Stone readies himself. He deals to Keller. 6-11 to Keller off the Stone card. 6-11 to Charlie Keller. Keller does not chase out of the zone. He walks. So Keller is on. No outs. And here comes Lou Boudreau. He's an A bunter. Corners are playing in. On deck is Bill Dickey. Boudreau will lay down the bunt. 86% chance of success. Here's the pitch. He puts the bunt down. Fielded by Brett. He throws to Molitor on the wheel play. One down. As the corners were charging in, Keller advances to second. Now bring up the number 9 batter, Bill Dickey, a much better option. He batted .284 compared to Boudreau's .257. Though Boudreau did have 10 homers and Dickey only has 7. Trying to pull the 41 All-Stars of the American League a bit closer. Stone readies himself. He pitches to Bill Dickey. 3-7 off the Dickey card. 3-7, Stone to Dickey. Ground ball to Molitor. Molitor throws to Carew. 2 away, advancing to third is Keller. But there are 2 outs now. Top of the order for Cecil Travis, and he struck out. Travis looking for some revenge against Steve Stone. Remember, Stone was a 20-game winner with the Orioles in 1980. Can Travis do it here? Barish goes through the sign. Stone nods his head. The big windup and the pitch to Cecil Travis. 2-8. A 2-8 off the Travis card. 2-8. Keller at third. 2 outs. Hard hit ball to Molitor. Over to Carew. The side is retired. The 41 All-Stars strand a runner at third. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0. The 1980 American League All-Stars over the 41 American League All-Stars. Top of the order. Henderson, Carew, and Rice to face Thornton Lee. He gave up that 2-run homer in the bottom of the first to Jim Rice. Henderson's 1 for 1. He singled. Corners playing in to protect against the bunt. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson. Who loves Ricky more than Ricky? Nobody. And that's a 1-6 to Ricky Henderson. Oh boy. A mistake by Thornton Lee. A 1-6 to Henderson. And Henderson will pick up his second hit as he smashes a single to left. Ted Williams fields it, throws it back in. Fox will hold on. The dangerous Ricky Henderson. Tremendous speed, tremendous base stealer. Stole over 100 bases in 1980. It brings up Rod Carew. He had a sack bunt. Let's see if he's going to bunt again. Henderson's going. So Dickey's going to throw down 1 through 12. Ricky's safe. 5% chance of a throwing error. Here's the throw by Dickey. Boudreau covering the bag. It's a 7. Ricky Henderson will slide in safely. So he's in scoring position. Now let's see if Carew bunts him over to third. Corners again playing in. Henderson can't get the lead as Thornton Lee comes off the mound, excuse me. So now Lee's full attention goes to Rod Carew. Carew's swinging away, chance to give the 80 All-Stars a 3-0 lead. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew, a tremendous hitter in his own right, Hall of Famer. That's a 4-4. Will it shut the door on Rod Carew? 4-4. Henderson at second, 4-4. And a 10 on the split. Carew hits the ball on the screws. Sinking line drive, right field. He's coming in. He dives and he makes the catch. Henderson was a little too far off the bag and quickly gets back. 1 down. What a catch by Heathen Wright. The man who patrols right field for the Cleveland Indians in 41. And that will bring up Jim Ed Rice. He's 1 for 1, a 2-run homer off Thornton Lee. First base is open, but George Brett is on deck. At the ballpark, we also see sports writer extraordinaire Ken Castro from the great state of Rhode Island. Can Rice go 2 for 2? How do you do? We shall see. Here's the pitch from Thornton Lee to Jim Rice. 4-9 to Rice off the Lee card. 4-9 to Jim Ed Rice. It's going to be a ground ball hit to Boudreau at short. We rolled a 3. It's going to be a tough chance for Lou Boudreau. Roll for the error. 3s across the board. That's a 9, so no error. But let's see if he can get the play at first. Boudreau dives, pops up. And they got Henderson. They got a chance to throw to Henderson. But we're going to take the second out as he's a 70% chance of being safe. So Boudreau will throw to Fox. Henderson was off on contact. Boudreau made a nice diving stop the run from scoring for the moment. So there's 2 outs. And here comes George Brett. He grounded out against Lee in his first plate appearance. 2-0, 1980 American League All-Stars. Brett's ready. He awaits the Thornton Lee offering. Pitch homeward Brown to George Brett. 3-10 off the Brett card. 3-10 for the man who hit 390. And George Brick goes the other way. He singles to left, trotting home is Henderson, 3-0, 1980 AL All-Stars. And here comes Lance Parrish of the Detroit Tigers. He grounded out. Thornton Lee could be coming to an end here. Brett at first, being held on by Fox. The pitch to Lance Parrish, 4-11 off the Thornton Lee card. 4-11 to Parrish. Hard hit ball to Boudreaux. He throws to Fox. The side is retired, but the 1980 AL All-Stars tack up another run. We go to the top of the fourth. 1980 American League All-Stars 3. The 1941 All-Stars yet to get on the board. Nothing. Due up for the 41 AL All-Stars. Dorr, Williams, and DiMaggio. If anyone gets on, Heath of the Cleveland Indians, the man who hit .340 and 24 home runs. They need to get it done now. They're down by 3. Bobby Doerr's 0 for 1. He flew out against Steve Stone. Right-handed pitcher from the Orioles. Kicks and deals to Bobby Doerr, second baseman of the Red Sox. 4-11 off the Stone card. 4-11 to Bobby Doerr. Shoot, that was a 1. It should have been a 4. We're going to do this over. I clicked too fast. So let's undo that play. And that's the beauty of that. Yes, as it was a 4. 4-11. 4-11, Bobby Doerr. That ball is going to be hit out to left field. And 18, Henderson has a beat on it. Not an easy chance for Ricky, though. We roll for the error. An 11. And Henderson will make the nice running catch to retire Bobby Doerr on a ball hit to left center field. So there's 1 out. And here comes a splendid splinter, Ted Williams. He grounded out. Ted Williams would love to hit a homer here. Look at that card. It's tremendous. The pitch to Teddy Ballgame from Steve Stone. And again, he can't get his own card. That's a 6-6 off the Steve Stone card. Stone bearing down, 6-6 to Williams. And that's a 19. Williams will strike this ball quite well. Williams will give it a ride. He sends that ball deep to right field. Reggie Jackson racing back. He leaps and he makes the catch, robbing extra bases from Ted Williams. So there's 2 outs. No one on for Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. He grounded out. Let's see if DiMaggio can get something started. Heath's on deck. Steve Stone has been quite masterful so far. Here's the pitch of Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. 5-7 again. Stone is on off of this card. 5-7. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ball drops off the table. Steve Stone has been dominant. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 AL All-Stars of 1980 over the 1941 American League All-Stars. Due up for the 1980 bunch. Jackson, Molitor, and Lynn to face Thornton Lee. Jackson's 1 for 1. He's singled. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. Lee deals to Reginald Martinez Jackson, 3-10. 3-10 off the Jackson card. 3-10. And Jackson will do it once again. That's a 3. A 1 would have been a triple. That's a single past the dive of Bobby Doerr into right. So Jackson's 2 for 2. 1941 American Leaguers start to get some bullpen action going. Tribes fans at the ballpark, check out his wonderful channel. He says good evening to everyone. Also, Captain Carl's there. Corners playing in for Molitor. He's 0 for 1. Molitor's swinging away. Boudreaux and Doerr hope to turn 2 up the middle. Here's the pitch from Lee to Molitor. 3-11. 3-11 to Paul Molitor. 3-11. Boom! Paul Molitor crushes that ball to left. Ted Williams takes 2 steps, turns, and look, and it is gone. Another home run given up by Thornton Lee, and it's now 5-0. As Paul Molitor crushed that offering, that was a hanging, breaking pitch, just dying to be whacked out of the ballpark, and Molitor obliged. Boom goes the ball, and Paul Molitor touches them all. And the 41 All-Stars of the American League have quite an uphill battle as they are down 5-0. Freddie Lynn's at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lynn lined out on a very good play by Jimmy Fox at first. Lee will face the left-hander, Freddie Lynn. He has not been bueno, giving up 5 runs, 2 two-run homers. Here's the pitch to Lynn from Lee. 5-8 off the Lee card. 5-8 to Freddie Lynn. That's going to be a ball hit to Bobby Doerr. That's a 17 on the split. Doerr fields it quite smoothly. He'll throw to Fox, his teammate at first. That's a 12. He'll throw low. It's a low throw, but Jimmy Fox scoops it out of the dirt, and he takes Bobby Doerr out of the frying pan. So there's 1 down. Robin Yount grounded out. We're going to try to get Lee through 4 at least. Yount awaits the Lee offering. Here's the pitch to Robin Yount. 4-9 off the Lee card. 4-9 to Robin Yount. This ball will be hit to Lou Boudreau at short. Range check. That's a 5. Boudreau dives, pops up, throws to first. An 11 on the air check. And what a play by Lou Boudreau. That's out number 2, ranging far to his left. Diving stop, pops up, fires to Jimmy Fox. 2 down. Here comes Rickey Henderson. He has singled twice and scored once on the Rice homer. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He scored not on the Rice homer. Did he score twice? He might have scored twice. Probably did score twice on the Rice homer and on the Brett single. All right, here's the pitch to Rickey, and no one loves Rickey more than Rickey. Lee deals Henderson a 1-10. Oh boy, column of choice for Rickey. He could be 3 for 3. 1-10 to Rickey Henderson. And Rickey Henderson is 3 for 3. That's a 14. A 1 would have been a triple. A 14 is a clean single to left. So Rickey Henderson is 3 for 3. He does have a stolen base. Jake Cruz is at the ballpark. How you doing, Jakey? Fox to hold on Henderson. Let's see if he's going. 60% chance. Can't get the lead. Good job by Lee and Fox. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew, who's 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Carew has a 1-6. A 1-6 to Carew. Column of choice. These 1980 American Leaguers really are getting the opportunity here. 1-6 to Rod Carew. Let's see what he does with it. Carew goes the other way, down the line. That's going to be a double. Will they wave Henderson around with 2 outs? They will wave him around. 1 through 17, he's safe. We're going to throw for the runner down 5. The ball's going to go through to the plate. We have to roll 18 or higher. Here's the throw, and it's a 6 well up the line. Dickey gets to it, and it's now 6-0, advancing to third base is Carew. RBI double, advancing to third on the throw. 6-0, 1980 All-Stars of the American League over the 41 All-Stars. And that could be it for Thornton Lee, who has given up 6 runs in less than 5 innings. He's pitched 4 2/3. And Lee had a 2.37 earned run average. Well, that did not come to fruition in this ball game. As Jake Cruz says, he's very good. We always like to hear that for our good friends in the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. And let's go to our bullpen here. Bob Feller, who we pitched against, the 2001 All-Star team who got bludgeoned. Let's go as we continue our barnstorming tour with the 41 American League All-Stars. Let's go. We got Rice as a righty. Red Ruffing. We're going to go to Al Benton. 15 6, 2.96 earned run average, and 7 saves. So Al Benton will come in the game. Thornton Lee's day is done, and to say it was disappointing is putting it mildly. So Al Benton. Pitched for the Detroit Tigers in 41, 15-6 with 7 saves, 2.96 earned run average, had 14 starts, gave up 11 gopher balls, struck out 63, walked 65, so he has some control issues there. Gave up 130 hits in 158 innings pitched. He will face Jim Rice, who is 1 for 2. He had a 2-run homer off Lee, then grounded out. Carew stands at third with 2 outs. 6-0, 1980 American League All-Star team. Here's the pitch from Benton to Rice, and he's hoping not to think twice. That's a 1-8. A 1-8 off the Rice card. 1-8 to Jim Ed Rice. And Jim Rice singles past the dive of Boudreau into left. Carew trots in from third. The massacre is on. As what we've seen in these games is the 41 All-Star team's pitching just does not hold up. It's now 7-0. Still plenty of time. A lot of power on that 41 team, but they have to get going. Rice is at first, 2 for 3 with 3 ribbies. Here comes George Brett, 1 for 2, a single and RBI. Benton picks up the sign from the Yankee catcher Dickey. He kicks and fires to George Brett of the Royals. That is a 1-9. Oh, my Lord. 1-9. Benton lobs one up. And Brett cannot take advantage of it. He pounds the ball to the second baseman Dorr, who throws to first, and mercifully the side is retired. We go to the top of the 5th. The 1941 American League All-Stars down by a touchdown, 7-0. Steve Stone for the 80 AL All-Stars back up on the mound. Stone has been masterful. 4 innings, no runs, no hits. It's been unbelievable. He will face Heath, Fox, and Keller. Think about that. 4 innings, no hits against the 1941 American League All-Stars. Heath is 0 for 1. Let's see if Heath can break up this no-hitter. Parrish pounds the mitt, sets the target. The pitch from Stone to Heath. 3-9. Finally, an American leaguer from 41 gets to roll off his card. So that is a 3 and a 9. And it's not a column of choice, though. 3-9. And that's a walk. So Stone issues, I believe, his second walk. I think that's his second walk. Let's check that out quick. Yes, it is. Second walk, 2 strikeouts. No hits yet so far. And Jimmy Fox, the beast, steps to the plate. He is grounded out. Carew is holding on, Heath. Down 7, he's going nowhere. Here's the pitch to the beast, Jimmy Fox. Stone. The windup and the pitch. 5-8 off the Stone card. 5-8. Will he induce a double play ball? 5-8. Hard hit ball to Yount. Over to Molitor. On to Carew. 6-4-3. When it rains, it pours. 2 outs. Base is empty for the DH from the New York Yankees, Charlie Keller. Keller walked his first time up. Stone has been unbelievable, folks. Can Charlie Keller break up the no-hitter? Here's the pitch to Charlie from Steve Stone. 4-6. Again, off the Stone card. 4-6 to Charlie Keller. 4-6, and he will walk. Ball 4, down and away. He walks for a second time. Double play ball looms large. So 2 outs. Keller's at first. Here's Lou Boudreau. He had a sac bunt his first time up. Can Boudreau get a base hit here? The weakest hitter in the lineup, to be honest with you. Parrish goes through the sign. Stone nods his head. He rocks and fires to Lou Boudreau, shortstop from the Indians. 5-5. 5-5 off the Stone card. 5-5. Keller will be off on contact. 5-5. And a 2! Lou Boudreau breaks up the no-hitter. He drives this ball deep and far to left center field. It's Freddie Linz and Ricky Henderson's turn to look up. Bye-bye, birdie. And the 41 All-Star team from the American League is on the board. A crush shot from Lou Boudreau. After I say he's probably the weakest hitter, well, average-wise he was. And it's 7-2. How do you do? And that really has taken a burden off the 41 All-Stars. Let's see if they can loosen up now and really start swinging the lumber here. Here comes Bill Dickey, Yankee catchers 0 for 1. They finally get to Stone, and let's see if they can keep the pressure on. Stone needs 1 more out. 7-2 ball game. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey. Stone deals Dickey a 4-6. 4-6 to Bill Dickey off the Stone card. 4-6, and he walked him. So now Steve Stone having some control issues. Top of the order, Cecil Travis. He is struck out and grounded out. Travis batted .359, 7 homers. Cecil has to get this to Bobby Doerr. Bobby Doerr had 16 homers. Cecil looking for the 1-3 column. Stone looking to slam the door shut. Carew holding on Dickey. Stone peeks to first, now looks in at Parrish. Gets the sign, the pitch to Cecil Travis. Can he keep this momentum going? 6-5 off the Stone card. 6-5 to Cecil Travis. 2 outs, Dickey off on contact. This will be a ball hit to short. It's a 10. Yount will field it. Now can he make the throw? A 13. It's an unlucky 13. He throws the ball away. The inning stays alive. Carew knocked it down. It got away from him, though. Dickey advances to second on the E6. Travis is at first. And here comes Bobby Doerr. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Doerr, 277, 16 home runs, and Ted Williams on deck. Williams in the clutch at .368 with 37 homers. Overall, .406 with 37 homers. And he'd like to get off the schneid, but first, it'll have to be his teammate Bobby Doerr, second baseman for these American League All-Stars in 1941. Tense moments here for Steve Stone. Takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Bobby Doerr. 3-4! Column of choice for Bobby Doerr! 3-4 to Bobby Doerr! Oh, he pops it sky high. Foul territory. Lance Parrish makes the catch. Doerr besides himself. A hanging breaking pitch. He's over anxious, and the inning is over. But the American League All-Stars of 1941 finally break off to the other side. They get 2 on the 2-run homer by Lou Boudreau, the Cleveland Indians shortstop. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-2. Back up on the mound in relief to Thornton Lee. In relief of Thornton Lee is Al Benton. Benton will face Parrish, Jackson, and Molitor. Lance Parrish, catcher for the Tigers, 0 for 2, grounded out twice. Benton picks up the sign from Dickey. Here's the pitch to Parrish. 4-9 off the Benton card. 4-9 to Lance Parrish. 4-9. And Benton, who has control issues, walks Parrish. Benton's day could be short. Here comes Reginald Martinez-Jackson, 2 for 2. 2 singles and a run scored. Parrish will not be held on. He's a slow runner. Fox playing behind him. Here's the pitch to Reginald Martinez-Jackson, right fielder for the Yankees. Benton deals Jackson a 5-4 off the Benton card. 5-4 to Reginald Martinez-Jackson. This ball will be hit to third. The split is a 14. Cecil Travis fields it cleanly. Can they turn 2? Error check is a 9. This is going to be a double play ball. Travis to Doerr to Fox. Pitcher's best friend. 5-4-3. Double play. Benton slaps his glove. Points to Travis. Says thank you. Erases that walk. So 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Paul Molitor. Molitor is 1 for 2, grounded out against Lee, and then belted a 2-run homer in the 4th. It's 7-2, American League All-Stars of 1980 over the 41 AL All-Stars. Molitor, right-handed batter, awaits the pitch from Al Benton. Benton shakes off Dickey. Now he's ready to work. The pitch to Molitor. 2-6 to Paul Molitor. 2-6 off the Molitor card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-6. And there's that walk. Bugaboo. Ball 4. And that'll bring up Freddie Lynn, Red Sox center fielder. Molitor will be held on by Fox. 60% chance of stealing second. 1980 team up by 5. Lynn's 0 for 2. He's lined out and ground out. Was robbed of extra bases by a leaping Jimmy Fox at first. Benton and Fox are able to keep Molitor at bay. He can't get the lead. Here's the pitch. Homeward bound to Freddie Lynn. Lynn trying to get his first hit. He's 0 for 2. That's a 2-10 to Lynn. Column of choice. He's got a pitch to Grip and Rip on the 2-10. Let's see what Freddie does with it. 2-10, and Freddie Lynn goes the other way. Down the line, past the dive of Travis. That is a double. They're going to be waving Molitor around. Williams once again will throw. 80% chance success for the runner, so only a 20% chance for Williams, but we got to cut this runner down at the plate. Here's the throw by Williams, and it gets away. An error on Ted Williams. Lynn advances to third, so Williams on the throw, uncorked one. And it's now 8-2. Robin Yount steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. So Benton has not been effective. Let's see if he can get Yount. Lynn stands at third. Here's the pitch to Robin Yount from Al Benton. That's a 4-2. How do you do? And it's a column of choice off the Benton card. 4-2. 4-2. Fly ball. Center field. DiMaggio coming in, and he makes the catch. The side is retired. But the 1980 AL All-Star team picks up another run. So they get one back after the 41 team scored 2. We go to the top of the 6, 8-2, 1980s. Due up, the splendid splinter Ted Williams, the Yankee clipper Joe DiMaggio, and the right fielder from the Cleveland Indians, Jeff Heath. If anyone gets on, the Beast, the first baseman from the Boston Red Sox, Jimmy Fox. Williams 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. Let's see how Stone attacks Williams. Williams has not rolled off his own card. He needs a 1-3, 1-2 or 3 here. Here's the pitch to Teddy Ballgame, and he still doesn't roll off his card. My God. 5-11. Horrible luck for Williams. 5-11. Just trying a little bit too hard. 5-11. That ball's hit out to right field, and Reginald Martinez-Jackson, we roll to 16. Jackson, not an easy play. He looks like he's going to get to that ball. Might have to go into a dive here. Error check is a 7, and he will make the diving catch. One away. What a catch by Jackson, racing towards the line. He Superman dives, reaches out, and robs Williams of extra bases. Ted Williams kicks the dirt. He doesn't know what to do to get a hit. And here comes Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio's 0 for 2. So Williams and DiMaggio against Steve Stone are combined 0 for 5. Dave Gardner's at the ballpark. How the heck are you doing, my friend? He says, let's go Mets. Check out that wonderful channel. Him and Uncle Ron Juckett did a wonderful football game. 1979 Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the 1979 Dolphins in a championship game. Fictional, of course, but they did a splendid combo broadcast. Let's see if DiMaggio can get off the schneid here against Stone. Stone picks up the sign from Parrish. Here's the pitch to Jolton Joe DiMaggio. That is a 2-4. 2-4 off the DiMaggio card. 2-4 for Jolton Joe DiMaggio. And he pops it up sky high. Parrish waits for the rain, but he gets the ball instead. 2 away as DiMaggio pops out to the catcher. Unbelievable. Stone has stymied this potent offensive lineup for the 1941 American League All-Stars. And here comes Jeff Heath, 0 for 1 with a walk. Let's see what Heath can do. He batted over 340. Stone takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Heath. 6-9 to Heath off the Stone card. So he makes a tough pitch. 6-9. Let's see if Heath can fight it off for a base hit. Strike 3 looking. Breaking pitch outside corner. Parrish did a wonderful job of framing it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 8-2. The 1980 AL All-Stars over the 41 AL All-Stars. Due up for the 1980s. Top of the order, Henderson, Carew, and Rice. Al Benton back up on the bump. Ricky Henderson, Ricky don't lose my number. Ricky loves Ricky. 3 for 3, 3 runs scored. And a stolen base. Looking to go 4 for 4, the American League left fielder. The pitch to Henderson from Benton. 6-4. Let's see if they can finally retire Ricky Henderson on the 6-4 off the Benton card. 6-4. Fly ball, center field. Joe DiMaggio, an excellent fielder. No hits on the range. And that would have been probably a hit against anybody else. That's a 3, so it's going to be a tough catch, but DiMaggio should make it as it's an F2. We got to go error check now. And that's a 16. And DiMaggio will make the error. It goes off his glove. That's a tough error. He went racing back to get the ball. It's off his glove. Henderson, thinking it was an out, was really not running hard out of the box. He only is at first. So things are just going awful for the American League All-Stars. What we hope to do is we're playing like a best of. So it's really a best of 3. The American League All-Stars of 80 and 41 play each other. And then what I'm going to do is the National League All-Stars of 80 and 41 play each other. Now, obviously, if the 80s win both games, we're done. If it's a split, then the 2 teams that win play each other. So it's like a little mini round-robin National League All-Stars from the 41 against All-Stars of 1980. All right, no outs. Henderson's at first on an error. And here's the pitch to Rod Carew. He's doubled and knocked in a run. He's also flown out and had a sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch to Hot Rod Carew. 1-7. 1-7, column of choice. Rod Carew's going to get another hit here. And that's a singles. So Carew rips a shot to right. Henderson will go to third. The ball will be cut off. They'll keep the double play in order. So first and third, no outs. And here comes Jim Rice. And there goes Al Benton. Yeah, there goes Al Benton. Al Benton will be coming out of the game. And we will go to Red Ruffing. So Red Ruffing will come into pitch. Red Rover, send Red Ruffing over. Let's give you Red Ruffing's numbers. Pitcher for the New York Yankees, 1941, 15 and 6, 3.53 earned run average in 23 starts, no saves. Only pitched pretty much as a starter, but he comes out of the bullpen in the All-Star game, gave up 13 home runs. Another one of these guys is going to struggle with control. 60 strikeouts, 54 walks. Back then, they didn't give in. They'd rather walk you than give up a hit. And he gave up 177 hits and 186 innings pitched. Oh, Lord. He's going to get wrecked. Rice, 2 for 3. He has a 2-run homer, a ground out, and a single for an RBI. He's knocked in 3. Can you say MVP? Possibly him or Stone, really. All right. And I think, let's cancel this. We'll play for 2. I'm not going to pull the infield in. Boudreaux and Dorr will play for 2. Here's the pitch to Rice. 2 for 3, 3 ribbies, a home run. That's a 1-4 to Rice. At least it's not a column of choice. 1-4. Is it a double play ball? Rice hits a scorcher to Travis, to Dorr, to Fox. Double play. The run scores. It's now 9-2. No RBI for Rice, though, on the 5-4 to 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes George Brett, 1 for 3. He's grounded out, singled in a run, and grounded out. It has been a very ugly barnstorming tour so far for the 41 All-Stars. They're on their way to the second bludgeoning. Here's the pitch from Ruffing to Brett. 3rd pitcher used by the 41 All-Stars. That's a 110 to Brett. Column of choice for George. Will he get his second hit? 110 to Brett. 110 to Brett, 15. He's going to hit this ball high and deep. Right field. Heath racing back at the wall. He leaps. Did he bring it back? Yes, he makes the catch, robbing Brett of a homer. And mercifully, it stays 9-2. We go to the top of the 7th. The 1980 All-Stars of the American League 9. The 41 AL All-Stars with a safety, 2. Due up for the 41 AL All-Stars, Fox, Keller, and Boudreaux, if anyone gets on Dickey. Dave Gardner is at the ballpark. How the heck you doing? Remember, check out Dave Gardner on Fridays for all your Action PC basketball needs. Prior to that, it'll be Uncle Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network, and then I'll probably come on later with some wacky crap, if I'm available. Hoping to do something with W. Voggs, talking about sports movies. We have to see how the old schedule goes. So here's Jimmy Fox, the beast from Boston, 0 for 2. Grounded out twice, once a double play. Stone has been marvelous. He had that one hiccup, the 2-run homer. And that's still the only hit, the 2-run homer from Boudreau of the Indians. In the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Stone to Fox. 3-6 off the Fox card. 3-6. So Stone might have made a mistake here. 3-6. Strike 3 looking. Fox was befuddled by the breaking pitch. It was a hanger, but he was looking fastball. He never swung the bat. So Stone has struck out his 4th. And here comes Charlie Keller. He's walked twice. No official at-bats for Keller. Designated hitter from the New York Yankees. 9-2. AL 80. Over the AL 41s. Here's the pitch to Charlie Keller. 4-7 to Charlie Keller. 4-7 to Charlie. 4-7. And he walks for a 3rd time. Charlie Keller is on base. And here comes that man, Lou Boudreau. He has the only hit for the 1941 All-Stars. After I said he was the weakest hitter. Well, he is when it comes to average. But he whacked it out. 2-run homer. Let's see what Boudreau can do here. He's doing the Indians proud. Carew holding on Keller. Stone takes a slight peek. Now he picks up the sign from Parrish behind the plate. The pitch to Boudreau from Steve Stone. That is a 2-9 off the Boudreau card. 2-9. 1 out runner at first. 2-9. And he sends his ball to left. Got under it. Henderson camping. 2 down. Retreating back to first is Keller. So 2 down. 9-2, 1980 All-Stars of the American League over the 41 All-Stars of the American League. And Bill Dickey's 0 for 1, Yankee catcher. He's grounded out and walked. Keller, his teammate, will be off on contact. Here's the pitch from Stone to Dickey. 1-6, 1-6 off the Dickey card. Still not a column of choice. So even when Stone misses, he makes a pretty decent pitch. Dickey reaches, pops it up first base. Carew on the outfield grass makes the catch, and the side is retired. Timeout for trivia. What is the Bronx cheer? Well, that's a like that, right? I think that's the Bronx cheer when you like that. A razzing or booing? Yeah, the Bronx cheer. All right, bottom of the 7th, Red Ruffing, a Yankee, on the mound. He will face Lance Parrish, Reggie Jackson, and Paul Molitor. Parrish 0 for 2 with a walk. It's going to be up to the National League All-Stars to take this 41. They're going to have to beat the 80 All-Stars, and I might play that next. Oh, it's 11:49. Probably won't play that, actually. Here's the pitch to Lance Parrish from Red Ruffing. 5-6 off the Ruffing card. 5-6. Ruffing makes a decent pitch. 5-6. Parrish pops it up to Boudreau at short. 1 down. So Red Rover. Lance Parrish will not come over. He'll go back to the bench. Now bring up Reginald Martinez Jackson, 2 for 3 with a run scored. He singled twice and banged into a double play. Ruffing trying to get into a rhythm here. He deals to Reggie Jackson. 6-6. Pick up some sticks. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6 off the Ruffing card. And Jackson turns on that. Fly ball right field. Heath moves towards the line a bit. Makes the catch 2 away. Good God almighty, we might have a 1-2-3 inning. I believe this will be for the first time. Paul Molitor's 1 for 2. He grounded out against Lee, then hit a 2-run homer off Lee in the 4th and walked off Benton. He now faces his 3rd different pitcher, Red Ruffing of the Yankees. Let's see how Molitor deals with Ruffing. Ruffing, deep breath. Now he's ready to work. Pitch to Paul Molitor. 110 to Paulie Molitor. 110 off the Molitor card. 110. Bounding ball to third. Travis has it. Fires to Fox. And holy cow, a 1-2-3 inning for the 1941 American League All-Stars. They have 6 outs to score 7 runs to tie, 8 runs to go ahead. And it's the top of the order. And Ted Williams was screaming in the dugout when they came in. Let's go. Come on. Travis, Dora, and Williams, DiMaggio in the hole if anyone gets on. Travis is 0 for 3. Steve Stone has been masterful. He has been master of his domain. The pitch to Travis, looking to get off the Schneid. 0 for 3. That's a 3-7. 3-7. And Stone makes a mistake here. Can Travis make him pay? 3-7 to Cecil Travis. 5 on the split. Travis going to get a good rip. And that goes up the middle. Only the second hit for the 1941 American League All-Stars. But you got to get started somewhere, folks. You got to get started somewhere. Here comes Bobby Doerr. He's 0 for 3. Lance Parrish says that's okay. Let's turn 2. Parrish sets the defense. Now back behind the plate, squats down. Sets a target. The pitch to Bobby Doerr. 4-7 to Bobby Doerr off the Stone card. 4-7 to Bobby Doerr. That's a 19. Hard hit ball to third. Brett throws to Molitor, and Travis upends him. Doerr will reach. Travis breaks up the double play ball. A few unkind words from Molitor to Cecil Travis. Travis wishes Molitor's mother well. Well, I don't think so, but I did hear the word mother. And here comes Ted Williams. He's 0 for 3 as the 41 All-Stars are going to be wiped out for a second time against a more modern team, and they are none too happy. At least in the other one, they were in the game for a while until their pitching imploded. In this one, Steve Stone has been marvelous. Here comes Ted Williams, 0 for 3. Come on, Teddy, ball game. Jack one out of the park. He has not rolled off his own card. Actually, his last time up, I think he did, and he flew out. No, I don't think he's rolled off his own card. We need a 1, 2, or 3 here. Can Stone continue his mastery over the splendid Splinter? Here's the pitch to Teddy Ballgame. Williams gets a 1-8. A 1-8. Finally, he rolls off his card. So Stoney makes a mistake. 1-8 and a 5. And Ted Williams takes out all of his frustrations on this swing. He crushes that ball to right center field. Reginald Martinez just looks up and watch that ball go bye-bye birdie. And Ted Williams races around the bases, slaps DiMaggio with a high five, and let's go Joltin' Joe, he says. So it's now 9-4. The 41 team has cut it to 5. Only one out. Here comes Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. He's 0 for 3. Let's see what the Yankee Clipper can do. So Williams revving everyone up in that dugout. The pitch to DiMaggio from Stone. 5-7. So Stoney coming right back, making a seemingly tough pitch here. 5-7 to Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. And that is a tremendous tough pitch. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball gets Joe. So 2 outs, and here comes Jeff Heath. 340, 24 homers, left-handed batter from the Indians. He patrols left field in Cleveland. Right field, excuse me. Let's see if he can get on and move the line. 9-4. The 41 American Leaguers put up a 2-spot here. Here's the pitch to Jeff Heath. Stoney deals him a 6-7 off the Steve Stone card. 6-7 to Heath. Ground ball, second base. That's a 4, so that's a tough chance for Molitor. Not a sure thing. We roll for error. That's a 7, so no error, but let's see. With that number sign, that might sneak through the infield. And Molitor makes the dive from his knees, throws low to Carew, scoops it out of the dirt, and the side is retired. The 1941 American League All-Stars scored 2, the second one coming on a bash to right center by Ted Williams, but they still trail by 5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-4, 1980 AL All-Stars in the lead. Due up for the 80s, Lynn, Yount, and the top of the order, Ricky Don't Lose My Number Henderson. Dave Little says 7 to tie, 8 to take the lead, just like my old softball team. I thought you were going to go with the Bad News Bears when I started to read that, but that was pretty good too, Dave. All right, Freddie Lynn 1 for 3 with a double. Red Ruffing trying to keep it a 5-run deficit and get them to the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch from Ruffing to Freddie Lynn. A Yankee-Red Sox clash from years apart. 6-4 off the Ruffing card. 6-4 to Freddie Lynn. This would be a play for the catcher, Bill Dickey. We rolled a 12. So Freddie Lynn pops it up in the air. Dickey throws the mask to the side. Here's the error check. That's a 10, and Dickey will make the catch just behind home plate. 1 down. Robin Yount steps to the plate. He is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and flown out once. Ruffing wants to stay in that rhythm. He deals to Yount. 110. Column of choice. Robin Yount might get off the schneid. 110. A mistake by Ruffing. And what a mistake it is. Hanging breaking ball. And that ball is shot down the line. Wraps around the pole. It's gone! As Robin Yount wraps one around the pole, Ruffing was praying for it to go foul. It is a home run. A big way Robin Yount gets off the schneid. A home run. They get one of those runs back, the 1980s. 10-4 now. As again, this 41 pitching staff has been god-awful in 2 barnstorming games. But this is a sort of a series, so it's up to the National League All-Stars of 41 to defeat the 80s All-Stars of 41 in our next game on the channel. If not, it's over. If they split, then the 2 victorious teams will play one another. Here comes Ricky, don't lose my number, Henderson. Ricky loves Ricky. 3 for 4, 4 runs scored, 3 singles, and he's been on base all 4 times, as DiMaggio made an error in center. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Ricky from Ruffing. 5-8 to Ricky Henderson off the Ruffing card. 5. It's been a rough outing for the 41 pitchers. 5-8. Let's see what this will bring. Bouncing ball to third. Cecil Travis throws to Fox. 2 away. Rod Carew 2 for 3 with a double. He's knocked in a run. He's also had a sacrifice bunt and flown out. Carew, an excellent batter in his own right, obviously. Hall of Famer. He awaits the Red Ruffing offering. Red Rover. Here comes the pitch to send Rod Carew over. 110 to Carew. 110. Ruffing misses location. 110. And Carew just slaps the ball the other way. Single to left. Unbelievable. And here comes Jim Rice, 2 for 4. He's knocked in 3 as a 2-run homer, a ground out, a single for a ribby that banged into a double play off Ruffing. Carew being held on. He'll go on contact. Those extra steps. Here's the pitcher, Jim Ed Rice. Will he knock another one out of the ballpark? 4-7 off the Ruffing card. Mercifully not a column of choice, but who knows with this crappy pitching staff. 4-7. Still a chance for a hit, but it's a 14 split, so Rice had a pitch to hit. He misses it as he bangs it into the dirt to Travis. He throws to first. The side is retired. Top of the 9th, 10-4. The 1980 American League All-Stars 3 outs away from giving the 80s All-Stars a 1-0 lead. It will be up to, it looks like, the National League All-Stars of 41 defeat the 80 All-Stars of 1980 to force a third game. The third game will be played, if necessary, in Detroit. Oh, actually, the second game will be played in Detroit because the first game was played where the 80s played. All right, so here it is. Fox, Keller, and Boudreau, and Dickey. They need to have the turn the turn thingy to move round and round. You turn my head right round. Dun, 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 dun. That's what they need. They need the merry-go-round to go, go, go. Need lots of base runners. Stone looking for the complete game victory here. They have Goose Gossage, but they're up by 6. They're going to let Stoney try to take it home. He's only given up 3 hits. 2 of them have been homers. A 2-run blast by Boudreau, and then a solo... No, was that another 2-run? It must have been another 2-run homer by Williams. Had to be. Let's check that out. Had to be a... Oops. Cancel. Ted Williams. Yep, 2-run homer. So 2 2-run homers, 1 by Boudreau, 1 by Williams. All right. Here comes Jimmy Fox. Fox is 0 for 3. Ground out, double play, and a strikeout. He needs to get on. The pitch to Fox. 3-4. Will they shut the door on Jimmy Fox? 3-4 off the Fox column, but not a column of choice. 3-4. And Fox flies out to Henderson in left. 1 down. 2 outs away for Steve Stone from a complete game. Tremendous pitching by Steve Stone. And here comes Charlie Keller. He's been a thorn in Stone's side. He's walked 3 times. He hasn't swung the bat yet. Let's see if Stone can finally retire the walking man, Steve Stone. We also have a walking man in the FOC, D. Scott Howard. Here's the pitch to Keller from Stone. 4-4. 4-4 off the Stoney card. Finally, Keller swings the bat. Will be a play for the catcher, Lance Parrish. That's a 13. That's a P/F. I think that's a pop foul. He should make that play pending error check. That's an 8. So I believe Lance Parrish will make this play. It'll be a pop-up in foul territory. Parrish, mask in hand, just makes the one-handed catch. There are 2 outs, and here comes Lou Boudreau. He has one of the 3 hits. Boudreau's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. That came back in the 5th off Steve Stone. He had a sac bunt prior to that, and he flew out after that in the 7th. Will he be the final out, or will he get to Bill Dickey? Will he keep the line moving? Boudreau awaits the Steve Stone offering. Stone, deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Lou Boudreau. That is a 2-9 off the Boudreau card. 2-9. The pitch homeward bound. Boudreau sends it out to left. Ricky Henderson pads the glove against his thigh. He makes the catch. The ball game is over. The 1980 American League All-Stars crush the 1941 American League All-Stars 10-4. Despite homers from Boudreau and Ted Williams, both 2-run shots, they were overpowered. The pitching staff was just overmatched. We're going to, next barnstorming game, we got to figure out something with this pitching staff. But it will now be up to the National League All-Stars of 41 to defeat the 1980 National League All-Stars and force the deciding Game 3. If there is a deciding Game 3, it will be the National League All-Stars of 41 versus the American League All-Stars of 80, obviously, because they would beat the National Leaguers of 80. Let's go to the box score. Oh, my Lord, what a bludgeoning. Still fun to call all the names, though. All right, let's bring the box score up and make that a little bigger, shall we? So let's bring the box score up. Here we go. Oops, cancel. I did that wrong. Let's do File, Edit, Transform, Fit to Screen. There we go. MVP, I'm going to have to give it to Steve Stone. I know he gave up 2 2-run homers, but that's a potent lineup for that 41 All-Star team. The 1980 All-Star team scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and then 1 in the eighth. The 41 All-Stars of the American League scored 2 in the fifth and then 2 in the eighth. They lose 10-4. Cecil Travis was 1 for 4 for the 41 All-Stars. Bobby Doerr 0 for 4 with a run scored. Ted Williams 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer and a run scored. DiMaggio, Heath, and Fox were combined 0 for 11. Charlie Keller was 0 for 1. He did score a run. He walked 3 times. Lou Boudreau was 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer and a run scored. And Bill Dickey 0 for 2. The 1941 American League All-Stars, 29 at-bats, 4 runs, 3 hits only, 4 RBIs. I mean, for the hits they had, the production was pretty good. 4 runs, 2 2-run homers, 1 by Boudreau, 1 by Teddy Ballgame, the splendid splinter Ted Williams of the Boston Red Sox. Ricky Henderson was awesome. He was 3 for 5 with 4 runs scored. Rod Carew was 3 for 4 with a run scored and a ribby. Jim Rice, 2 for 5, a run scored and 3 runs knocked in. George Brett 1 for 4 with a ribby. Lance Parrish 0 for 3. Lance Parrish is the only batter not to have a hit in the starting lineup for the 80 All-Stars. Reggie Jackson 2 for 4 with a run scored. Paul Molitor 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. He had a 2-run homer. Freddie Lynn 1 for 4 with a ribby. Robin Yount, 1 for 4. The run scored, a ribby. He had a solo shot. So the 1980 American League All-Stars, 36 at-bats, 10 runs, 14 hits, 9 ribbies. Yeah. Alrighty. So the winning pitcher for the 1980 All-Stars, Steve Stone, MVP. Honorable mention goes to Jim Rice. He knocked in 3. Stone, 9 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them earned, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and he gave up 2 two-run homers. Boudreaux and Williams. Thornton Lee was awful. 3 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, no strikeouts, no walks. He gave up 2 homers. Al Benton, 1 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. Neither of them were earned. 2 walks, no strikeouts. Red Ruffing, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, no strikeouts, and he gave up a home run. Robin Yount wrapped one around the left field foul pole. The homers, let's get Williams and Boudreaux, 2 two-run homers, as we stated over and over again, because it's the only good thing that happened for the 41 All-Star team that I manage in the Barnstorming Tour. And then for the 80s, Rice, Molitor, Yount had blasts. Williams had 2 ribbies, Boudreaux had 2 ribbies, Carew had a ribby, Rice had 3 ribbies, Brett had 1, Molitor had 2, Lynn had 1, Yount had 1. Ricky Henderson stole the base. So that's it. So it's up to the National League All-Stars of 1941 to defeat the National League All-Stars of 1980 to force a Game 3 as the All-Star Clash continues. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like to thank Dave Little, Elin Olaf, the original Grognard, Dave Gardner, Jake Cruz, TribesFan879, Captain Carl 8, Ken Castro, and that's everyone. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna get a better ball game from this 41. The pitching is bad, and the hitting has basically been shut down. The other one against the 2001, they were in the game, and I think it was the 8th inning or the 7th. That the pitching fell apart, but it was shaky all the way through. All right, once again, the 1980 American League All-Stars 10, the 1941 All-Stars 4. So it's up to the National League of 41 to win against the National League of 1980, or it's all over. If they do win, they will face, it's a big if, they will face the 1980 American League All-Stars. And we will roll to see who gets the home field advantage for that one. All right. Thank you very much. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Health and happiness. Enjoy the games you play. Enjoy life, because it's far too short. Don't sweat the small things. And every once in a while, if you have to, kick some bastard in the balls, because they deserved it. All right. You know what's coming, folks, after that. Peace!